We've gone through unprecedented times, probably the most unprecedented time since World War II. Everybody's been affected by it. There is one side of the economy which has done quite well, kept going, but there's the other side of them, the sectors, the hospitality side, entertainment, which has really struggled. But I think we've now got to a point where we are emerging, and all sectors are going to be presented with some real opportunities. And we casting ourselves back to, if you like, we got the new government. We can now move, I think, forward with their agenda. And big part of their agenda is that they want to invest in the north. They want to attract northern voters. And I think that presents this region with some real opportunity. I think that the hospitality sectors, the holiday sectors, obviously we've got a great East Yorkshire coastline here and a great offer. I think they're going to have a very busy time over the next few months, and hopefully that will be, something that will allow them to rebuild their balance sheets somewhat as we go forward. I think there's also a real feel that people want to sort of reset their businesses and go again. And I think people are ready to go again. And that's what I think is exciting. I'm very, very positive about the opportunities. I was born here and I was brought up in the East Riding of Yorkshire. And I am very passionate about it. I really want to see the area more successful. And I do believe that the local economy could do much better than it does. We are a small sub-region, but we've got a lot of homegrown businesses here. We've got a lot of untapped talent in the area. We've got great international links on one side and motorways on the other. And we've got a real can-do workforce. We've also got a real entrepreneurial spirit in the Humber region because of our location. Historically, we've had to fend for ourselves. We've become quite good at that. And as a result, I think that's why we've produced a lot of good businesses around here and a lot of really good entrepreneurs. But we've also become a region that squabbles, and that's very frustrating. It doesn't reflect well on us nationally, and it doesn't reflect well on us internationally. And that doesn't help. And we need to come together, in my view, come together behind a grand vision for the area if we're going to really achieve our full potential. The problem we've got at the moment is that our political boundaries don't follow our functional economic area. The functional economic area is the East Riding, of which Hull is right in the centre. We should try and put the politics to one side and recognise that. And when opportunities come up, we need those investments to be put in the right place. We don't want one council competing against another, for example. That's madness. Now, if we're truly going to grow, we have to have one voice over that economic area if we're going to achieve that full potential. And that is absolutely vital. We've got great people with a great spirit, wonderful spirit. And I think that's where organisations like For Entrepreneurs Only do a huge amount in helping others succeed. As far as that's concerned, helping others is a big component towards achieving the successes that we could achieve. The inward investments that we've got at Hull and in Goole, I think, are demonstrating that the wider world's got a growing confidence in the potential of the region, and that's exciting. I think the government's level up agenda is a real opportunity for us all. The recent announcement of the free ports is an opportunity, provided we can make sure that some of that money that's generated stays around here. The projects that are being discussed with regards to carbon capture are exciting, and the already established green and clean energy production is clearly there and growing. So we've got the Siemens investments at both Hull and in Goole coming on well. We've got the exciting work that Reckitt Benckiser are doing with their new facility in Hull. And then at Saltend, you've got INEOS and Pensana in the chemical sector also doing some really exciting stuff. Now, all of that will, I think, give a greater opportunity to make the area more prosperous. You know, we need to spend more money locally, so we encourage more local entrepreneurs to be able to set up businesses and grow those businesses. And in order to do that, we need to be spending more locally to create that bigger local economy. And I think we need to be a bit selfish about that, to be quite frank. You know, it is in our interest to place work, if we can, with local contractors and, you know, allow youngsters to set up businesses that can cater for that local demand. We need to repurpose the high street, and I think that means bringing in more residential. So we're repopulating the city centre, and I think that could be quite good. I think on the back of that, you would get businesses springing up to cater for that demand. But I also think we need to make it attractive for people on the outside to come into the city centre. We need better and higher paying jobs round here to create more opportunity, more prosperity, put more money in people's pockets. I think there's the other side to this as well, is people are going to Leeds and to York and to Sheffield instead of coming into Hull. The easy option should be to come into Hull, but the offer's not there. We need the offer there. You know, if you look, for example, at what happened down Princess Avenue, it happened because there were students in that area and there were opportunities for people to go in there and set up quirky restaurants and bars, and it created a sort of a buzz and a feel, and people went there. And I think we should learn from that. You know, I think that is what we need to do. And we've got some great street scenes in Hull where that could be allowed to happen. You know, you look down High Street. High Street's a fantastic street. You know, if you walk down there, it's already got some great pubs and facilities down there. We just need to sort of tease it along a bit more, and I think that would come, you know, with more people living in the city centre, and more people starting to think, oh yeah, I will go into the city centre. I do want to go there on a Thursday night or a Friday night, and, you know, have a, you know, meal or a, you know, drink or whatever. I think looking back in 10 years' time, that it's going to look like a much more prosperous place. But that very much depends on us and what we do now, and whether we put in place the foundations for growth or are merely managers of decline. I really think it's as literal as that. I don't think there's any in between. One thing that's really certain is that others not of this region, i.e. government or inward investors, are not going to solve our problems for us. Only we can do that. And what we need to do is create that vision that I've talked about. We need to invest in our young people, our future talent. We need that future talent to want to stay around here. Now, not all of them will stay around here, but it has to be a viable option. We've got exciting things, very impressive things coming out of the University Technical College, the Ron Deering. And I think the University of Hull, the University Teaching Hospital, and the colleges have a big role to play, you know, creating educational programs that really do deliver education that is there to make youngsters employment ready. inspiring young people to make them think that they can create their opportunities around here. They can create their careers, they can build their businesses in this area. If we're going to start to reverse some of the challenges that we have, challenges like multi-generational worklessness, like deprivation, like limited social mobility, and like the problems that come out of poor educations, we have to fix these problems. We all need to pull together in order to make this happen. We need to grow a bigger and more successful economy. And if we do that, I think looking back in 10 years' time, we could be looking at a real success story.